What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some strong loadouts to use on each character to easily solo the legend version of the Veles Labyrinth Lost Sector. The first thing we'll look at are the Lost Sector modifiers. As always, we have match game, extra shields, locked loadouts, and limited revives. It is a Hive Lost Sector, so we have unstoppable ogres and barrier knights. The Hive modifier is Fire Pit, which means that when defeated, acolytes will spawn fire pools that cause damage over time. The destination modifier is Memory of a Golden Age, which increases solar and environmental damage. And lastly, we have Arc Burn, which increases arc damage both dealt and received by 50%. And with that out of the way, let's look at the first build. For this build, we are on Bottom Tree Sunbreaker, Code of the Siegebreaker. We are running a full Solar Warmind Cell build with Wrath of Rasputin, Rage of the Warmind, Burning Cells, and Global Reach. We have Ashes to Assets on our helmet to help us get our super quicker. And then we have Grenade Launcher Finders, Reserves, and Scavengers on to keep our GLs topped up with ammo. For weapons, we have the Kinetic Grenade Launcher Ignition Code with Unstoppable Grenade Launcher. We have the Arctic Haze Solar Auto Rifle with anti-barrier rounds to deal with the barrier knights. And then we have the Interference Heavy Grenade Launcher with Auto-Loading Holster and Spike Grenades. This is an Arc GL, so because of the burn, it will deal 50% more damage. We also have Breach and Clear on, so our grenade launcher will debuff the enemies. That is it for the build. Let's have a look at the run. So for this Lost Sector, if you can get out of the cave quickly, the rest of this Lost Sector is a breeze. The adds often wait a long time to run up the cave, which is very annoying as you want to get a few down quickly so you can just focus the Barrier Knight. And because the Barrier Knight shoots Arc Blast and Arc Burn is on, he can melt you very quickly, so you must prioritize him. But once the Knight is down, try and get a melee or grenade kill at the entrance to the cave. This will spawn a Sunspot, which can actually spawn a Warmind Cell. If you get a Warmind Cell to spawn, then it is extremely easy to take the adds out. That is the strategy you want to use here. We're running the exotic boots Phoenix Cradle as they make your sunspots last twice as long. Honestly, these are a very underrated exotic in my opinion. In this run, I don't get a single heavy brick, but I have just enough ammo to deal with all the champions and the boss. This was a clean sub 2 minute run, which is very easy to do consistently in this Lost Sector. I honestly believe that this is the quickest and easiest Lost Sector to farm in the entire game. So if you're looking to farm exotics, then definitely take advantage when this one is up in rotation. And if you're watching this video the day it came out, then the legend version will be up today, and the master version will be up tomorrow. So get farming. The builds in this video also work well for the master version. For the next build, we are on Hunter running Bottom Tree Golden Gun with Celestial Nighthawk. For this build, we are using some Well of Light mods. These do not get used a ton, but actually have some decent utility. We have Elemental Ordnance, which spawns an Elemental Well if we get a grenade kill. We have Shield Break Charge to gain a stack of charge with light whenever we break a shield. We have Elemental Charge, which gives us 2 stacks of charge with light if we pick up an Elemental Well that matches our subclass. We have Font of Wisdom, which improves the recharge rate of our super when we pick up an elemental well. This is crucial as we want our super by the time we get to the boss. And lastly, on the class item, we have Bomber, which gives us grenade energy whenever we dodge. And we have Argent Ordnance, which makes our rockets do 20% more damage when we are charged with light. And we are using the Arc Iron Banner rocket launcher, the Shining Sphere. We also have rocket launcher Finders, Reserves, and Scavengers to keep our rocket reserves up. And we have the exotic Wither Horde on for dealing with the unstoppable ogres, as well as ad control at the cave entrance. And lastly, we're running the Arc Auto Rifle Shadow Price with Anti-Barrier Auto Rifle. That is it for the build. Let's check out the run. So rather than running by these Thrall like I did in the last run, you want to kill them with a grenade to spawn an Elemental Well. When we pick this up, we'll get 2 stacks of charge with light and activate Font of Wisdom to reduce our super cooldown. In this run, I get very unlucky with the adds taking forever to run up the cave, but ideally, they will file in and all die to your Wither Horde shots at the entrance. From there, you just want to take out the adds and move on to the knight up top. Once that knight is down, you want to kill more thrall with your grenade to spawn an elemental well to get Font of Wisdom going again. From here, take out the Unstoppable and then use a throwing knife to take down the shield of the wizard. Don't try and use Wither Horde on the wizard like I do, simply shoot it with your rocket launcher. From there, jump up to the chest and get ready to one-shot the boss. I get body blocked by an annoying acolyte, but these things happen. I was running 80 intellect here, but 100 intellect would be preferred, and you probably want to run Ashes to Assets over rocket launcher ammo finder as well. This will guarantee that you get your super by the boss, and as you saw, we only used like 4 rockets, so we have more than enough rocket launcher ammo. But that is it for the run. It is always satisfying to one-bang a boss with Celestial Nighthawk, so give this one a try. Lastly, we have the Warlock build. For this one, we are on one of my favorite classes, Middletree Stormcaller, the Attunement of Chaos. We have the exotic boots Geomag Stabilizers on to give us our Chaos Reach quicker. We also have 2 Ashes to Assets mods on our helmet to give us super energy on grenade kills. We're running a Solar Warmind Cell build with Wrath of Rasputin, Rage of the Warmind, and Global Reach. We also have Warmind's Protection on just because my boots are void. We have Breach and Clear on the class item for debuffing the champs and boss as well. It would be hard to have Arc Burn and Breach and Clear on the artifact and not use Anarchy. So for this build, we have Anarchy in the Empty Vessel with Breach and Clear, and we also have the 7 Seraph Carbine Auto Rifle with Anti-Barrier rounds. That is it for the build. Let's take a look at the run. So thanks to Wrath of Rasputin, our Empty Vessel Solar Grenade Launcher can spawn Warmind cells. But Anarchy can also spawn Warmind cells if paired with an Ikelos or 7 Seraph weapon. So at the cave entrance, you want to lay arc traps and then pull out your auto rifle. After 5 or 6 enemies die to your arc traps, you will spawn a Warmind cell. Ideally, you can shoot the cell to clear out the rest of the adds, and Rage of the Warmind will add solar damage to the cell, so ideally you can chain Warmind cells from this. Once again though, I get rather unlucky with the adds taking a while to come up and not being killed by the first Warmind cell. But when this goes right, you can rip through this part. I messed up on this run and didn't have a grenade ready to go because I used it on the Cursed Thrall, but you want to have a grenade ready for the Thrall so you can kill them and get super energy from Ashes to Assets. Regardless, I have enough super energy to start topping off on my way to the boss. So just take out the Unstoppable and the Wizard, and then Chaos Reach the boss, and you are done. And that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, then a like would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more videos like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Lastly, if you have any other loadout suggestions that you like to use, drop them in the comments as they may help someone out. But that is it from me. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Happy Lost Sector farming Guardians, and take care.